here we have the H55. It's a liquid CPU cooling upgrade kit because my PC CPU fan is loud. I'm hoping this will quiet it down and give it some better temperatures. It's not, my CPU doesn't run really that hot, but it's just the noise is getting to be unbearable, and like when I do voiceover kind of stuff or singing, it just bleeds all up into my tracks. But you can probably hear it right now. I'm gonna try to get the mic a little closer so you can hear what the actual sound is. So just 1 second. So that is basically the sound. That's not even it on full bore. That's kind of idling. But when it's rendering video or doing a lot of audio recording for hours, it gets super loud. So let's take a look. All right, got a manual. Comes with all the, shows you all the parts you're going to need to use. Preparation ring for instance, installation. Installing the radiator. I'm going to need this a lot. So. Some foam. Put this to the side. And just take this whole thing out. Just ditch the box. Let's see. Whoa, there we go. Here we have the radiator, and it looks like a car radiator. It's pretty neat looking. And there's your CPU mount. It's got some thermal paste on it. Just a round thing. I mean, it looks really cool. It's like it has the logo, so that should look pretty cool. And you got the rubber hoses in your radiator. So, and here's the liquid in it. So put that, and I'm guessing you mount the fan to the radiator to keep the water cool. I'm guessing that's how that works. Nice little Corsair fan. This is what I'm hoping is quiet. If this is loud, I have to like buy a quiet fan or something. And then you have your little mounting rings. That's basically it, but it's pretty cool looking device. I'm digging the looks of it. Alright, I'm going to try to install this thing and I'll be back. Okay, that's my stock cooler on the FX8350. And the rest of my build, my motherboard, some hard drives to the right. And that's the loud guy. We gotta get rid of him. Alright, here's the H55 all installed, and that's the radiator at the top. So I had the H55 installed now, and it went together pretty easily. I got confused on a few things in instructions because it's not very clear. Because basically every page is a different instruction, or a different step, I mean, and it's just a drawing, a diagram, and one sentence of instructions. So you kind of have to figure it out for yourself a little bit and just stare at the pictures until you got it. And the only thing I did, I installed the fan backwards. It's supposed to suck in air into the radiator. I had mine blowing out the wrong way, and I had to take that off and put it back around. And there's a clip that goes behind the motherboard that I didn't know went there, and I was trying to mount it on top of the motherboard, and it just was not working at all. It took me a few minutes to figure that out. And what else I had problems with? Oh, the actual unit that sits on the CPU, I have it. The logo is upside down. It kind of bothers me. It's just an aesthetic thing, but it looks pretty cool in there with the two rubber hoses going up from the CPU. I'm pretty happy with it. Now the reason I got it because I wanted a quieter CPU fan or CPU, and this one it's quieter, but it's not as quiet as I want. So I probably will get some aftermarket silent fans to replace all the fans in the case and try to get it quieter because it's just not quite quiet enough for me. So see, that is the sound of it right there. And so my final thoughts on water cooling is that according to my temperature gauges, it's not as low as I thought it was going to be. I'm in the low 40s Celsius, and I thought it'd be lower. Maybe I'm just naive about this. This is all new to me, this water cooling stuff. But the main thing is it was fun putting together, and I like the way it looked. And it's a little bit quieter. It's not as Not great, but better than what I had.